going on, guys? Bruce Slayer back at you again with yet another toy review. This time we have the Marvel Legends Infinity Saga Marvel Studios Iron Man from the very first Iron Man movie. Let's get a closer look at the package there. We got Iron Man in the package, the Infinity Saga Mark III Iron Man. Got the Avengers logo. Off the top right here, it says Iron Man Mark III. On the sides, we got beautiful packaging. Wow, look at that. Infinity Saga. Right here, you could see Hulk. You could see Hawkeye, Groot, Falcon. Is that... yeah, it's Drax. Captain Marvel, Thor, Captain America, that's Star-Lord. Oh my goodness. Wow, dude. And then on the back, this is the bio. Pause it now if you want to read it. It says Mark III. Got the poster of the first Iron Man movie. Very, very cool. Also, just in case any of you guys ever want the code by chance, hold on, let me turn it around the proper way. Yeah, if you guys ever want to search for this out in the wild, here's the code. Go to brickseek.com. You guys can definitely see if you can find it there, or you can go to the Target app, go to the Walmart app. You guys know, Target's my main source for when it comes to hunting figures out in the wild. They always got the hookup. For me personally, if Target's not your thing, never know. Go to Walmart, go to Best Buy. Yes, they do sell figures at Best Buy. GameStop, you never know. But anyways, guys, with the package out of the way, let's go ahead. Let's crack this guy open. So, first things first, I just want to get the accessories out of the way. He comes with two repulsor blasting hands. These are fantastic. I love the way how they're painted. They're painted white and everything, just how they were supposed to be. I love the hand guards right here. My only gripe, I wish there were, because most of the Iron Man figures that we get, they're just put in this pre-pose position. These pegs right here, they don't hinge, so big down on those. And also, he does come with his standard fisted hands. Get some cool flight poses, get some punching poses out of those. These do have hinges on them, so you can actually pose with these right here. Very cool. We also get some accessories with the right elbow. So we get this armor piece right here to protect himself from bullets, just like how we did in the first movie. We get this missile launcher piece right here that he used to blow up the tank. Love that scene from the first Iron Man movie. And if you don't want any of those, you can just plug in this piece right here to go along with the rest of the armor. Very, very cool. This plate right here, it's very cool. I'm glad they included that. And we also get two head sculpts. First things first, I want to talk about the Robert Downey Jr. head sculpt. Fantastic head sculpt. Hasbro nailed it. Look at that. That is Hot Toys quality good, in my opinion. That is pretty darn good. The mustache, the face, everything came out perfect on this figure. No scuffage, nothing. Everything came out perfect. That happens. And then, of course, you get the Iron Man head. Again, very cool head, very cool figure. Glad we have this. Wow. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at the figure itself. Want to get this right off the bat. I love this figure. Wow. This is an Iron Man figure that... this was something that I didn't ask for, and at the same time, this is something that I never thought that I wanted. You know, I love the first Iron Man movie. So many great childhood memories. The first Iron Man film came out when I was like 11 or 12 years old. Came out in 2008. I was very, very young, so I love this armor. This armor is very nostalgic for me. Brings back a lot of great childhood memories. The first Iron Man movie was what made me into an Iron Man fan. I knew about Iron Man before from watching Marvel's Ultimate Avengers, and I played the Ultimate Alliance video game from back when I was a kid. I love that one. That was what introduced me to Iron Man, so I knew about Iron Man a little bit. This movie is what really made me a fan of Iron Man. You know, for the longest time, I was pro Captain America. But I want to say after Avengers Endgame, it kind of reinvigorated my love for Iron Man and why I love this character so much, and I'm so happy to have this figure. We're going to go ahead and take a closer look at the details and everything. Man, dude, look at all that. phenomenal. This is marbling, I believe, red marbling. Phenomenal job, phenomenal paintwork. That arc reactor, dude, that looks sick. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it has kind of a blue outline with the white. It's very, very cool. I love it. Figure came out, for the most part, came out clean, came out crispy. There we go. Now this gold piece right here did come out, you know, some paint a little bit missing on there, got a little bit of scuffage. That's okay, it happens. You gotta always have QC issues. Well, you gotta expect QC issues, especially when it comes to Marvel Legends. Some of the best will tell you, guys like Shartimus Prime, guys like Sean Long. Yeah, they'll tell you themselves. You know, they know what's up. Man, guys, look at that detail. And this is sculpted on, too. This isn't just painted on. Most of these details are sculpted on, guys. Look at that. I love how this, even though it's supposed to be the hinge, the ball peg, wow, what do you call it? Basically, it's like the hinge thing right here, but I love how it looks like armor. It looks just like something that you would see like in an Iron Man suit. But it's really cool, man. I'm really happy to have this guy. Now, let me go over with this piece right here. You see this plate piece right here. Nice sculpting detail, by the way. I like that. So, you can have a couple of options with this. You can just port it in. You see that right there? You can just port it in like that. Front part. So you can have him defend himself from bullets and stuff like that. So, that's pretty cool. This armor piece right here. And like I said before, you can have... Go ahead and plug in this piece right here. You can have this. So that way you can recreate that scene when he blows up the tank from the first Iron Man movie. Very, very nice. And again, if you don't want any of these, you can just plug in this little piece right here. Plug it in this way, guys. That way, because this is how it's supposed to be. So you can just plug it in this way. That's how it's supposed to be. It looks even. Looks just like how it does on the other side. But yeah, very cool, man. I'm so glad they included this detail and everything. This is just so sick, guys. I'm really, really happy that we have this figure. Oh my goodness. Now, one thing too, you can swap out the heads. Yeah. Very easy, like so. You get the ball peg right here. And you can switch it out for the Robert Downey Jr. head. That's sweet, man. Very cool. The hands right here, same thing. Yeah. Plug them out. Plug them back in. Get a repulsor blast pose. That is sick right there, guys. That's pretty darn cool. Again, my only gripe, it does not hinge up and down. Ugh. I wish we had... Because we haven't been getting, lately with these Iron Man figures, we have not been getting hinge joints for the hands right here. So that's a shame, but no big deal. Other than that, very cool figure. Super happy to have this figure. So yeah. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go into articulation really quick. Now, the unarmored head sculpt moves up, moves down a decent amount. And for, I shouldn't say unarmored, unmasked I should say. The unmasked head sculpt, it moves down, up and down a decent amount. Same thing with this one. It moves back a little bit farther, but not by much. That's my biggest gripe with this figure, is the head articulation. For a flying character, you want to have his head move back all the way. Instead, you know, you want to have him have a hinge joint, so it can move back all the way. Instead, it's just a standard ball joint. So that's kind of meh. It moves down a pretty good amount, so I like that. He does have really good head pivot. Wow. That's really, really good. Moves 360 degrees. Now, this upper torso swivel, it will move back pretty good. I believe this is in 2 places. No, it's just the top part. So right here, moves up, moves down. Does not really move side to side. No waist swivel. I love these shoulder joints right here. Literally, once you move them back, the whole piece, you know, including this whole piece, this is all separate from each other. but it'll move along with it, and it won't really break up the sculpt. You move outward like that. This does kind of hinder it, but that's kind of the point. And of course, he does have his double jointed elbows, as he should. And like I said, the hinges do move. Well, they move down, but they don't really move up because of this hand piece right here. That's fine. That's okay. It's not a big deal. Either way, though, he does have upper thigh swivel. Legs move forward. They kind of move back-ish. Move outward. He does have double jointed knees. Very, very cool. Very necessary for a Marvel Legends figure. Now, the feet, these are standard Iron Man feet that we've seen in the past, so they won't move down. Won't really move up either. He has a little bit of ankle pivot. Just a tiny smidge of ankle pivot. And I know it could move further, but the only reason why it doesn't is because of these pieces. You know, this whole piece right here, it kind of hinders the foot articulation. That's a little annoying because it kind of hinders him. I had a hard time standing him up before I filmed, so you know, it's okay. I just kind of wish he had a little bit more ankle pivot. But that's just a me thing. Other than that, I love this figure and I think it's fantastic. So what we're going to do now, guys, I'm going to pause it right here. We're going to get into some comparisons. And here he is compared to the Iron Man that we got in the Mr. Hyde wave. This is the AI Iron Man. Very cool figure. Love this figure. Both figures are very, very sick. Very cool. Glad to have both of them in my collection. I don't have a lot of Iron Mans, guys. I did have the Iron Man that came in the Build-A-Figure Thanos wave from way back in the day from Age of Ultron. That was my Iron Man for a while. I don't know what I did with it. I probably lost it, or I sold it, or I gave it to Goodwill. Hey, give your figures to Goodwill, guys. You never know. Somebody out there could use that figure and bring a lot of joy to somebody. Way more than it could probably bring more joy to you. You never know, guys. But yeah, that's just the kind of person I am. So yeah, very cool, man. And another comparison that I wanted to do simply because I still love this figure. This is the Toy Biz Iron Man from, this is the Modern Armor Iron Man, I believe it's called. Yeah, I picked this up at a comic book shop many, many years ago. Still love this figure. It's still a great figure. Even though I know by today's standards it's a bit outdated, but some of these Toy Biz figures, they still slap, man. They're still really cool. And this has survived in my collection for a long time. So yeah. So, hate to say it, guys, that's the last of my Iron Man armor comparisons. I don't have any other Iron Mans besides those two, but I do have a couple more comparisons that I wanted to make. And we have the Marvel Legends Deluxe MODOK figure compared to Iron Man. Very cool figure, man. I think because of the base, obviously because of the base, he's a lot taller than Iron Man. He's going to be taller regardless, but either way, I just wanted to do this comparison. These two have crossed paths in the comics. They cross paths in the Avengers cartoon. Earth's Mightiest Heroes, not the other cartoons. We don't talk about those. Anyways, but just wanted to make this comparison. Ah, this is so sick, man. Can't wait to have these guys fight each other. And just because I wanted to compare both of these guys, this is the AIM Scientist Supreme that came with the, what was his name? Sasquatch, I believe. I don't know, I forgot his name. Anyways, it came in the recent Villains wave, but yeah, I wanted to compare these two guys, you know, Iron Man and AIM. They've been enemies in the comics for years. That's really, really cool. I still need a buttload of AIM soldiers for these guys to fight, and Hydra soldiers for Captain America. But wanted to get these two guys compared. Very, very cool. And last but not least, I wanted to compare him to the Marvel Legends. This is the Walmart exclusive Thanos. I do not have the deluxe Thanos, the one that comes with the snapping finger glove and everything. I don't see a need for that Thanos, especially since I've had this one for years. This has been my Thanos. I love this Thanos figure. I just don't see a need to buy the other one. So, yeah. And fun fact, Thanos' first appearance was in an Iron Man comic. So, yeah. But just wanted to compare these two guys. Very, very cool. And hey, Iron Man defeated Thanos in Endgame. So, there you go. And just wanted to get him posed for my final thoughts. I got him on the Mayfex stand. Overall, sick, sick, sick figure. Love this guy. If you guys can get him on Big Bad Toy Store, if you guys can get him at your locals, get it at Walmart, Target, wherever you can go, by all means, pick this guy up. I found him at Target. And this is just a fantastic figure, man. This is, in many ways, this is a dream figure for me. Not just, you know, nostalgia, not just childhood-wise, you know, but like I said, this is a figure that I never thought that I would get in a million years. And this is a figure that I never thought that I wanted to begin with. And I'm very happy to have it, you know. And comment down below, what's your favorite armor? A lot of people, y'all may say, you know, the armor that Iron Man had in the first Avengers movie. That's the one that helped him go up into space and everything. That armor was sick. I love the armor that he had in Endgame. That one was so cool. I don't know, guys. Whatever armor y'all prefer. I don't know all the names, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. But, yeah. Either way, I love this figure, guys. Don't sleep on it. Pick him up. Alright, guys, and that's going to be it for my toy review. So remember, grow older, grow wiser, get right and grow closer to God. Don't be ashamed to be who you are. Never stop being a geek and a collector. Thank you guys for watching my channel. God bless you. You guys have a great day. Armor up.